This conference will now be recorded.
So let's begin today's session. Yes, hope all of you are ready for today's session. So the previous session we had discussed on basics of accountancy. We had covered certain important accounting terminologies, accounting concepts, accounting assumptions, principles, source documents, right? So we had made a small, a revision of all these accounting basics. So today we will discuss one important concept which I had told that I would be discussing in today's session. That is double entry system of bookkeeping, and then we will start with the Tally software. Okay, so right. So we had covered all these concepts. Yes, this was the concept which had to be discussed with all of you. So double entry system of bookkeeping. So I had told that dual aspect concept evolved double entry system of bookkeeping, where one account gets debited, another account gets credited. So we have one debiting aspect and another we have is this, the crediting or the credit aspect. So the debit aspect is always the receiving aspect and the credit aspect is the giving aspect. So every business transaction will have an effect on two accounts, where one account will be debited, other will be credited. So here I've given a small example. Goods purchased from Ravi, 40,000. Assuming that this purchase is a credit purchase, where no payments are involved for the purchase, right? So we debit the purchases account and we credit Ravi's account, right? So here, if I relate to the double entry system of bookkeeping rule, what does it say? It says the debit aspect is the receiving aspect and the credit aspect is the giving. So if we concentrate on the debit part, I have debited the purchases account. Yes, we are receiving the goods. We are receiving the benefit for the company. And if I go for the credit aspect, yes, it is a giving aspect. Yes, I have to make the payment to Ravi. So we debit the receiving aspect and credit the giving aspect. So if you take any journal entry, we can apply this double entry system of bookkeeping rule, and this really this is really applicable for each and every journal entry what we pass in a company's books of accounts. Yes. Now let's begin with the Tally program, the Tally software, how we can download the same, what is it about. Yes, so before downloading the Tally software, let us have a small insight into it. What is Tally program? What is it about? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, let's begin. Yeah, so this is the logo, the new logo of Tally. If some of you would have known or would have the knowledge that if not also is not an issue, but before we had the Tally RP9, then it was upgraded recently as Tally Prime software. So this is the new logo we have got for the Tally Prime, the accounting software. So before I discuss about what is the Tally Prime software, what is it about, there's a small historical background for this Tally software. It was invented in the year 1986 in the name Putronics. So right now, what we call as Tally, Tally Prime and all that, it is recent. Recent in the sense, of course, a couple of years have crossed by, but when it was invented in the name of Putronics. by two people. One we have is this Sham Sundar Goenka and his son Bharat Goenka. So father and son, had invented this accounting software. And after 2 years, it was renamed as Tally. So initially, it was named as Putronics when it was invented by Shamsundar Goenka and Bharat Goenka, and then it was renamed as Tally in the year 1988. And from then on, even till today, it has been called as Tally itself. Now, the company which supplies the software is an Indian multinational company, and the name of the company is Tally Solutions Private Limited. So this is the company, the Indian multinational company, which is supplying the software all over India as well as overseas, if they follow the same accounting principles what all of us follow. In case if they follow the same principle and the procedure, they could also use the Tally Prime software. So it's not only within India, the software all over it is supplied, but also to the other countries as well, provided they follow the same accounting principles. And where is this Indian multinational company headquartered? It is headquartered none other than Bangalore. Yes, from our own Bangalore, Karnataka state, it is supplied everywhere. Yes, so this Tally Solutions, from where the Tally Prime accounting software is supplied, it is headquartered in our own Bangalore, Karnataka state. Okay, so this is a small historical background before we venture into the Tally software. Yes, so here we have different versions of Tally Prime software. We have Tally ERP 9 first, and then we have Tally Prime. So those of you who are aware or who are not aware, fine. But still, for the information, right? Before Tally Prime was upgraded, we had Tally ERP 9, right? So the first version of Tally, when it was started, okay, it started with the version of Tally 4.5, and the latest version before it got upgraded to Tally Prime is release 6.5.2. Later on, in the previous year, that is 2020, it was upgraded as Tally Prime. Okay, it was upgraded as Tally Prime, and from then on, they are having different updations of features. So when it was upgraded as Tally Prime software, it started with release 1, then 1.1, then 1.1.1, then 1.1.2, then 3 and 4. Now, what is the current release of Tally Prime? We are using it is release 2. Okay, so the current release or the current version of Tally Prime, which all of us are using or will be using, is release 2. So this is the current release which we are using. Okay, so these are the different versions of Tally Prime software. Yes. Now, how can we define a Tally Prime? It is an accounting software. It is a programming language. How we can define a Tally Prime software? It is an accounting software. Tally Prime is an accounting software. It is a business management software, an application software. So that is how we define a Tally Prime. Yes. So when you do a course, when you have a knowledge of Tally Prime, normally, a question comes as what is Tally? What kind of a software it is? Is it really a software? It is a language? How? How do I define it? So this is how we define it. That Tally is the accounting software. It is a business management software. It is the most reputed and the oldest accounting software that takes care of all the accounting aspects. So here I've given a few accounting aspects. We have sales, we have purchase, receivables, payables, tracking, inventory management, we have bank transactions, we have statutory compliance. Is my voice breaking now? I think I had received one of your message. Is my voice breaking now? Is it still breaking?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So here it takes care of sales, purchase, receivables, payables, tracking, and all that. So it is like, a one solution to all your problems. If I have to record purchase, yes, my Tally software is there. Sales, any kind of returns, then receivables and payables, credit-based transaction, credit-based purchases, credit-based sales. If I have to track any cost or item-wise expenses, and most important, the inventory or the stock management. Bank transactions, bank reconciliations can be done. Yeah, you have your check registers and statutory compliance. Now, this statutory compliance covers what all? We have the GST aspect, we have the TDS aspect, we have the TCS aspect. So what else we require? Yes. So it covers, accounting, inventory, and the statutory part, right? So Tally is a one-stop solution to all the accounting problems an accountant can face. Yes, a business can have, right? So this is a small insight of what kind of a software is Tally, right? Yes. So here I've given a few features, benefits of using a Tally Prime software. Yes, so once we start using or once we use a Tally Prime software, what are benefits it can give? There is simplification of a decision-making process for business owners. Yes. So if you observe, a lot of years back, right before even the systems or the computers we had, there were like huge manual books. Yes. So where like big books used to be maintained. I would just like to know, sorry for the disturbance, is my voice breaking or you're able to hear properly? I'm receiving a
Yes,
couple of.
ma'am.
Is,
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
So, if you could observe in the previous years that, we had these big books, right, manual books where they used to record all the transactions. And by the end of the year, of course, a lot of tensions, pressures. Yes, it has to tally, all financial statements has to be prepared in a very accurate manner. If one number or one figure here or there doesn't balance, yes, then there is an issue. And then later, when computers came, of course, we used to use computers, then Excel. Excel is still used for accounting, but we didn't have a complete accounting software. Yes, so we used Excel, and then we had a separate software for accounting purposes, and that's when Tally came to force. Yes, from then on, even till today, we use Tally. So it enables the business entities to make their business decisions on the basis of reports generated very much. Now, this second feature is very interesting. It enables the business entities to make their business decisions on the basis of reports. Now, the question comes, a very interesting question. Right, we have certain reports and financial statements which are required to be generated. Yes, we have the trading account, the profit and loss account, balance sheets, cash flow statements, ratio analysis reports, etc. So we have n number of reports, including the inventory based reports. Now the question comes, in case if I use the Tally software, should I prepare these reports? In the sense, manually should I prepare these reports? Is it meant only for recording the transactions Tally? What about the reports? Would I get or should I only do it? What could be your answer? Should I do it or will I get the reports instantly?
You should do it.
The user should do it. Yes, but I would like to tell you that I will not do it. Tally itself instantly will give me all the reports. Okay. So henceforth, I just need to record my entries properly and then the reports will be automatically generated. Just give me a couple of minutes. I think for a few of them, the voice is breaking. Just to ensure that all of you are able to hear me properly. Is my voice still breaking? The ones who had a issue? Neha and one of you is having a voice break, right? Can I have a response from Neha? Is my voice breaking still? You're not able to hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am, we are able to hear.
No. Yes, so we're discussing about the reports. Yes, of course. I was telling that that the reports I would not prepare as a user. My job is only to perform the entries, pass the entries. Ultimately, what reports I require for my business concern, right? I would get it instantly from Tally software provided I make the entries properly, which we will see it once we start using the Tally software. So my job of preparing a balance sheet, a profit and loss account is completely reduced. Yes. Now, the fourth point which we discuss is it caters to the business needs of small, medium, and the large scale enterprises. Yes, because Tally software is not confined to only small scale or a big MNC or a large scale multinational corporation. It is like anyone can access the software. So it is completely flexible. It can be accessed by a small scale, a medium scale, as well as a large scale enterprises. And the last is very most important. It helps in the generation of invoices. Yes. So once we record a purchase entry, we record a sale entry, we record a payment or receipt entry in Tally software. Oh, thanks Neha for your reply. Okay, so because it makes a lot of sense if you're able to hear my voice properly, have no issues. So the last point we have is it helps in the generation of invoices. Yes. So once we record a payment and the receipt entry, ultimately we can generate the invoices. So there is no issue of that. So as I told, Tally is a one-stop solution to all your problems, right? So I'll repeat it again. There is a simplification of decision-making process. It helps the business entities to arrive at their business decisions on the basis of reports generated. The reports will be generated by the Tally software, provided the user, the company, makes the entries appropriately, consistently, and gives the complete clarity. And Tally software is highly flexible where it caters to the need of small, medium, and the large scale enterprises. And the last is it helps in the generation of invoices. Okay, now, so all of us are ready to download the Tally software. So let's start. Let's begin. So all of you are in your in your Google search engine. All of you are there in your Google search engine?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, actually my laptop is repaired, so as of now I'm using through my mobile. So can I download the software through mobile?
No, actually, because it requires resolution, huh? So only with the display resolution and the
Ma'am,
requirement. Yes.
even my laptop, there's some corrupt happen in that, so mine I have given it for repair.
Okay, so you can do one thing until your laptops are ready to use. Please make sure that you get it as soon as possible and then start your program, because in phones it is not possible for you to download and use it because it have a display resolution, which I will show you once we download and we get the software. Okay, so
Okay,
please
ma'am. Thank
Okay,
you,
ma'am.
get laptops ready
Thank you,
as
ma'am.
soon because it's
Thank you,
very
ma'am.
required when you start your practicals. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So the others, all of you are in the Google search engine. We'll download the software together.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so the Google search engine, just type Tally Prime download. It's visible in the screen. So just type Tally Prime download. Okay, so once you type Tally Prime download, press enter. Yes, you get a list of options. You're going to select the first one. Yes, it is showing here, download Tally Prime. So click on that. Yes, I hope all of you are, have got the screen, Tally Prime screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Good. So here, if you observe, yes, the current release what we are using, yes, where my mouse pointer is, you have release 2.0. Yes, this is what I discussed, that the current release or the current version of Tally Prime software, which we're currently using, is released. So before downloading or doing anything, I would like to, communicate a couple of features to you before we download the software. So here, if you can make out here, it shows that we can experience a new age business management software for new age businesses. Now also with the e-invoicing, as told, it helps in generation of invoices too, and it is a accounting software which has an answer to all our accounting problems, issues. Now, beneath the download option, you have a small note here that supports Windows 7 or later 64-bit operating system with 64-bit processor. Yes, so this is the recommended configuration for downloading a Tally software. Yes, so we have to have the operating system as Windows. So the question comes like, which is the operating system which we require for installing the Tally software? It is Windows. Now, which version of Windows? Windows 7 or a later version? Windows 7, Windows 10, so it goes on. But it has to be Windows 7 or a later version of Windows. And what has to be the configuration? It has to be a 64-bit operating system with a 64-bit processor. Now, if we want a detailed configuration, right, to install the Tally Prime software, how we can come to know? If you can observe here, the here option is there, right, which is highlighted in blue. Just click on that. So when you click on that, yes, so here we get the recommended system configurations for Tally Prime. So here is an answer to all your questions like what is the processor, the recommended configuration. Very important, how much of RAM is required to install Tally. It is 4 GB or more. Yes, so it's a 4 GB or more requirement of RAM. And the processor, it has, as I told you, it's a 64-bit processor. It has to be Core i2 dual core, Core i3, i5, i7 equivalent or above. If we check about the hard disk requirement, yes, we need to have 150 MB free space to install the application. Yes, this has to be the monitor resolution. This has to be the monitor resolution to install the Tally Prime software. And what is the operating system we require? As I told, it has to be Windows operating system 7 or later or above. So here. So this is the configuration requirement for installing a Tally Prime software. Yes, so I hope all of you have got the answer that what is the configuration requirement if at all I have to install a Tally Prime software. Yes, this is the configuration we can watch out for. So let's go back to the main screen. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I can't download the software if it is 32-bit.
No, it has to be 64-bit.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. That's why I made you to see the configuration required, so that whatever the RAM requirement is there, the operating system requirement, whether it's 64-bit or 32-bit, you can easily come to know. Yes. So based on that, that must be the configuration for downloading a Tally software. Okay. So here we have two options at the top. If you observe, we have buy now and we have download. Yes. Now buy now and download. So what is the difference between buy now and download? Buy now is, yes, if I'm going to purchase the Tally Prime software, I must select buy now, where I can make the payment for the purchase of the software and I can be a licensed user. If I want to access or use a trial or a free version of a Tally software, I can go for the download option, where I can download the software for free and need not make any payment for the same. Yes. So I'll just give you a small difference between the educational or the trial version and the licensed. Yes. Before we go to download and everything, so let's see the difference between the licensed and the educational version. Now here, if I'm downloading the software for free, that version is defined as an educational version or a trial version. So this enables a free download. No installation charges are required to be paid by the user. I can download for free and I can access the same. Suppose if I want a licensed version, I have to make the necessary payment to access the licensed version, where payment is required to be made to be a licensed user. The second difference between the trial and the licensed version is, if I'm accessing a trial version, if I have to pass the entries, I can pass the entries only on a couple of days. That is on 1st, 2nd, and 31st of any month in a financial year. But if I'm a licensed user, right? So that time, what the date of the transaction is, right? That date I can put up in the entry. So date is not a restriction, right? So if I'm using a trial version, it will enable to pass the entries on 1st, 2nd, and 31st. If I'm a licensed user, any day, any date. Now the last difference is, there is no single and multi-user packages available. Obviously, if I'm going for a trial or a free version, any user can access the software. There is no like single or more than one user, a multi-user package. But if we go for a licensed version, we have a single user edition and we also have multi-user. We have silver edition, we have gold edition packages in the Tally Prime software. So depending upon the business requirement, how it is used, how it is applied, based on the same, the Tally software can be purchased. Yes. There's a small difference I have given. As and when you start using the Tally software, you can make out the differences between the licensed and the trial version. Yes. So let us download the software, all of us. So what you would do is, you would click on the button, the yellow button, that is download button. Just give a single click. So once you click on download, at the bottom left hand side, you can see setup.exe file is appearing. All of you are able to view that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So just click on that setup.exe file, a single click. Yes. You get the option as what?
Ma'am, I'm not able to download that.
No, once you download the software, have you got that setup.exe file?
No, ma'am, I'm not able to download at all.
You're not able to download the software. Just
Have
click
that
on.
yellow thing. It just says download in PC or your laptop.
Yes, yes. Yes, you have to download the.
I'm clicking on that and I'm not able to download.
You are downloading in which? In your desktop or laptop, or in your
Laptop, ma'am.
So please check with the configurations and then you can download the software. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah, because if you don't have the required configurations, it will not allow you to download the software. As I've given you the configuration list, right, which I made you to see. So based on that, if your system, it can be your desktop or laptop, matches the requirement, the configuration, please make sure it does, and then please download the software. Okay. And Manasa, if you're having a licensed software already, you can use the same. You need not download the software. Okay, you can access the same, not an issue. Right. So once we click on the setup.exe file, what option do you get? Do you want to run this file, or you have three options there? Install, configure, and more actions. If you get an option as, do you want to run the file? You can click on run.
Ma'am,
And yes,
ma'am, actually it's not supporting my laptop, ma'am. Do we have any other chance, like how can we do it, ma'am?
as I told, you have to please check with the configuration requirement and make sure you can download the software, because any other than that, of course, see, it is applicable on the laptops or desktop with the required configuration. So make sure you have the necessary RAM requirement. RAM should be like 4 GB, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and you have a version of Windows 7 or later. So make these, you have the required configurations, and then I think there should be no issues to download the software after that. Okay, anyone can
Okay.
download it if there is any restrictive, download or something. Okay.
But in laptop also it's not supporting, and in phone we can't, ma'am.
The phone you can't download the software.
Yes, ma'am. So in laptop also it's not supporting due to the configuration, ma'am. So like any other way we can do it, ma'am.
So any other way, it's actually it is better you download the software. No, first make sure that you have the necessary configurations, and you can
Okay.
download the software, because if you're using it, so make sure you have that. So I'll show you the configurations again. See here. Yeah, please make sure this is the configuration you have. Okay. This is the Intel Core processor, RAM, and the hard disk requirement. See here, you can make out the hard disk has to be 150 MB free space to install the application. In case if it is not allow you. And the monitor resolution should be 1366 into 768. Right? So this has to be the resolution. So please make sure that this is the configuration. That's why it is given as recommended configurations for accessing a Tally Prime software. Okay. I hope most of you have got the answer for this. Once you carry this configuration, you will have no issues. Okay, so once you get that right,
Ma'am,
setup.exe, yes,
excuse me, ma'am.
yes, tell me,
Ma'am, I'm getting three options: configure, more actions, and install.
which select install option.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, the app got downloaded. It's asking for configure or accept.
So yes, you have to go for configure. What options it is showing?
Just configure and accept, ma'am.
So you can make it as accept, because configure has nothing to do with your current version. It is already configured. You can go for install or accept. Okay. Yes. So this is how we can install the software. If you can observe on the screen, which is currently being displayed.
Ma'am, the app got installed in mine.
It has got installed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you have got the screen installation successful, and the bottom you have start Tally Prime.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
I have
just
the
click.
same thing like as your screen shows.
Done. So start Tally Prime. Just click on start Tally Prime. That's it. Yes, so it'll take a few seconds to open up the Tally Prime software. Yes, all of you are able to view the screen. Continue in educational mode, use license from the network, reactivate existing license, activate
Yes.
new license. Yes. Now here, as I gave you the difference between trial version and the licensed version. Now, as of now, which version we are all of us are using? We're using the trial version, right? So let's see the trial version one side. Now, in case if I have purchased the software, right, I become a licensed user. I'm given a user ID and a password where I can access my licensed version. So that time I would go for activate new license. I will click on activate new license. In case if there is some upgradation which has been made by me as licensed user, then after upgrading, I can go for reactivate the existing license because I'm already a licensed user. In case I'm using some LAN connectivity, that time I can go for use license from network. Okay. So since here we are using a trial version or the free version, education version, we will select continue in educational mode. So just click on continue in education mode. Yes. So this is the screen, how it appears. All of you are able to get the list of companies here, list of companies screen. In your screens, it will be empty. No companies will be created, but the list of companies screen would be appearing. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So once you are done with the list of companies where it's appearing, so before we begin with anything, in this how to create a company and path and everything, I would like to show you the product information, the Tally Prime software information, what can be easily accessible in the software itself. Okay. Now at the top on the right hand side corner, we have an option called as F1 help. All of us are able to view the F1 help. Click on the F1 help there. Okay, so at the bottom you have about option. You have the about option. Select about over there. Yes, so this is the complete product information which we have of the Tally software. Okay, so here this gives an answer for all your queries. What kind of an application software we are using? Tally Prime. What is the current release? 2.0. And what is this application path? See, whatever companies we have created where the data is stored, all of them are stored in the C drive. So C drive is the application path or data path where all our files are stored. And as of now, what is the version we are using? We are using the trial or the education version. Henceforth, it is showing as education mode. Okay, so then if you come on the right hand side, you have the data information. As I told, location of company data is in C drive. And if is there a LAN connectivity, it would show as yes. And in the computer information, if you watch out for, now which is the operating system my Tally software is installed and it is like Windows 10 in my system. In your system, what window version you are using, it will be clearly visible there. And here we have the hard drive, the memory requirement, the processor, Intel Core, then we have the display resolution. Yes, this is the display resolution required to access your Tally software. So the complete product information is available of the Tally software. So what all you want to get, what information requirement, installation, everything is available in this. So it's an answer to all your questions. Now at the bottom, if you see, you have Tally Solutions Private Limited. Yes. So as I told you, this is the company which is supplying the Tally software. Yes. So at the bottom, it's visible. Tally Solutions Private Limited. Next to that, we also have the year 1988. So 86, it was invented as Putronics. After 2 years, it was renamed as Tally. So you have the year highlighted also as 1988 at the bottom. Yes. So you can press the escape key. Please press the escape key, all of you, and you come back to the list of companies. Just once you press the escape key, you'll come back to the list of companies. Right. So we are in the list of companies screen here. Now at the top, we have 4 options. We have create company, we have select remote company, specify path, and select from the drive. So the first step we are taking in the Tally software is we are going to create a company in Tally. So we will use either a mouse, or you can also use the navigation keys. Right? So you can use the navigation keys. That's the top, bottom, left, and right, which you can see in the keyboard or on your laptop. So just select create company option. Click on that. All of you are able to view the company creation screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Now here, the company data path is being displayed, right? Where all the data is stored, the C drive. So don't make any changes to that. We come down to the company name at the bottom. Now you can type the name of the company here. Okay, so name is your choice, it's left to you. Or in future, what business ventures you want to start, that name you can give here. So choice is yours. Please give your company name. Once you type the name of the company, press enter. You come to the mailing name. Now company name and mailing name is the same. Okay, both remain the same. In case if you want to change in the mailing name is nothing but in case from the Tally software you want to send any emails like from Yahoo or Gmail or whatever it is, you can change the mailing name if it is required. Otherwise, company name and mailing name remains the same. So just press enter. Yes, you can.
Ma'am, I couldn't type that company.
You couldn't
It's
type
coming
the
as error, ma'am.
No, you can go to the backspace and press the space. Press the space bar in the company's name. You're able to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you retype your company.
Okay.
Okay. And press enter. So you can come to the address line here. Now, address, you need not stuff the complete address in one line. In forms and all, you have observed, right? You have address line 1, address line 2, 3, 4, and all. where liberally we can give the address, right? In the same way, Tally will liberally give you n number of lines to give the address of the company where it is situated. So you can observe how I would be doing, and then you can give, or simultaneously you can do the complete the address along with me. So I fill up the first line. I go for the second line by pressing enter. I press one more enter. I press one more enter. Yes. So how many lines I've used here? I've used 4 lines here. So Tally is also giving another line, but I require only 4 lines. If you require 4 to 5 or 6 lines also, you can use it. So once you type the address, press enter, come to the state. So you can select the state here. Now I will select here Karnataka. Now Karnataka, I'm not typing the complete name here. If you observe, I'm just typing the first few alphabets. If I type K, Karnataka, Kerala, and a couple of states are highlighted. If I just add letter A, only A, KA, Karnataka gets automatically highlighted. So just select by pressing enter. Okay, by pressing enter, please make the selection. Yes. Now, once the state is selected, the country will be automatically highlighted there. Now you can give the PIN code of the company where it is situated. Press enter. Yes. Telephone number, landline number of your company. Once you give the telephone number, press enter. Yes. Next you have the mobile number. Please put up the mobile number. Now, if fax smile is there, fax machines are there, you can give the fax number. If not, you can just skip this by pressing enter. Yeah, now you have to give the email of the company. So give any email. Press enter, give the website of the company. Okay. So you have filled up the left-hand side of your company creation screen. Press enter, you come to the right-hand side. Now here, financial year beginning from, and we have the books beginning from. Now financial year and the books, should they remain same, or can they be different? Now financial year, as I discussed in the previous session, the accounting period concept, where we open and close the books at regular intervals of time. All of us follow the financial year concept, where on 1st of April we open the books of accounts, and by 31st of March we close the accounts. Yes, so financial year remains constant. That can't be changed. The second we have is this books beginning from. Books beginning from, of course, let's suppose last year I may not have started my business. This year, in the middle of the year, let's say in this month, I would have started the business. If that's the case, can I give it as 1st of April as books beginning from? I can't give. It will be no. I can give it as 1st of August only. I cannot give as 1st of April, because 1st of April, my business would not have started itself. So financial year and books beginning from may not be the same for the first year. Then for the next consecutive years, both remain the same. Yes. So books beginning from is nothing but the company's books of accounts and financial year, as all of us know, is 1st of April to 31st of March. So as of now, we need not make any adjustments or any changes. Just keep on pressing enter, enter, and come to the base currency symbol at the bottom. Now, what is the currency in our country? It is INR, the Indian rupees. So again, we'll make no changes over there. It is the same. We are using it up. So press enter, enter. All of us are able to get, all of you are able to get the accept yes or no screen at the bottom.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So press enter and accept the company which you have created. So you have here company created successfully. Enable the features as per your business needs. So you have the answer right there. What are these features? We have accounting features, we have inventory features, we have taxation, online access, and others. These are a few features which are being put up. If you want to view a detailed feature. Now, one thing we have to learn in Tally, if we have to move to the next step, next entry, or the next feature, we have to press enter. We will move down. In case we have to move upwards, we have to press backspace. So backspace to move up and enter to come down, to step down. Okay. Now, if you can observe, under show more features, you have show all features there. Yes. So we'll press the backspace. Slowly you can go. And yes.
Ma'am, it's not showing the exact option for me.
It is not showing.
Yes, ma'am. It's not showing.
What is displayed?
It's asking me to fill the basic, no, the formal name and basic currency symbol, which I have filled. I don't know why it's not accepting.
It is showing to fill the currency and all. Currencies appears by default. So please don't, if press the space bar, that will ask you to fill it up.
Ma'am, I've done everything. It's not showing me the exact option.
Now to press enter, enter, at the end it will show you accept yes.
Okay, yes, ma'am, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, so you don't stop anywhere until you get accept yes or no, it will come. So press enter, enter, you get the dialog box. You're able to get it?
Yes, ma'am, I got it. Thank you.
So once you get this, you're into this feature screen. Now over here, we have show all features, right? So backspace, and then you have yes option. Yes, all your features are activated here. We have accounting, inventory, payroll, others, online access, taxation. So here you can easily observe that there are n number of features. We have statutory, we have inventory, we have accounting. Now the question comes as which feature has to be activated? Yes. Now this is extremely important. All features need not be activated. Depending upon your business requirement, you have to activate the company features. This is extremely important. What is the nature of your company? What is its business requirement? Based on that, the required features only have to be activated and not all. Okay. So as of now, we will not activate any feature. Fine. We will press only one key here to save the current features. We will press Control plus A. Control plus A. The features get automatically saved. All of you are able to get the screen, Gateway of Tally screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So our company is created now. This is how we create a company in Tally. So at the left-hand side, you have the current period. the current date, name of the company, and the date of last entry. So the left-hand side, what you're observing, the name of the company is the left pane, right? And the gateway of tally screen is the right pane. Okay. So that's the left and this is the right pane.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can you please repeat what you told at the end? That control plus A, I did not get from there.
Control plus A you have to press so that the company features get saved. Rakshita, you need not enter anything in the fax option. You can just press enter. Just press enter and you can skip the option. Okay. So before I move on, any other doubts regarding the company creation or features? So here we have created the company. Now, if we observe, we have a few keys displayed here at the top, at the right hand side. So how can we define them? How can we use the same in the Tally software? So at the top you have company, you have data, exchange, go to, import, export, email, print, help. Yes. Now what is this pane called as? It is called as the horizontal button bar. It is defined as a horizontal button bar in Tally. And at the right hand side, the vertical list what you see, you have the date here, company here. This is the vertical button bar. So the top one is the horizontal button bar. At the right hand side, you have the vertical button bar. And this gateway of Tally screen, what you're seeing, the blue screen, it is the display menu. Okay, where all the features, reports, masters, everything is highlighted, including the quit option from the Tally tool. Now, here on the left pane, right, date of the last entry is showing as no vouchers in. The reason is we have not passed any entries. We have just now created the company. Henceforth, it will come as no vouchers enter. Once we start passing the entries, it will show the date when you have passed the last entry. Now at the top you have current period and current date. So in case you intend to change the date, and pass the entries, you can make it either by clicking on that. You can change the current date. Now, as I gave you the difference between the trial version and the licensed version, that dates can be defined 1st, 2nd, and 31st of the month, not any other date. So here you can give an example like 1st April, 1-4, 1st of April, and press enter. Yes, so here you can observe the current date is 1st of April, 2021. Now, apart from clicking on the current date, we have a function key for that, which I will discuss. Now, next to that, we have the current period, where the financial year is displayed. 1st of April 21, 31st of March 22. So, if we click on that also, we can view or make any changes for the financial year or the financial period. So, in order to come to the current Tally screen, the only key we have to press is escape. That's all. So you are on whichever screen in Tally, in the voucher creation screen, in the report screen, the only key which allows you to exit from the current screen and come back to the gateway of Tally is escape key. So press escape key and back in the gateway of Tally screen. Now here, if you observe in the horizontal button bar, beneath every alphabet, there's a line, there's a dash, right? There's a small line over there. Beneath K, beneath Y, Z, O, G, E, M, P. Now, how can we define keys in Tally before we begin making any features or any applications? Now, here, whenever there is a single line you observe beneath an alphabet, we will define the key as Alt K. Whenever you observe there is a single line, you define the function key as Alt K. Alt K, Alt Y, Alt K for company, Alt Y for data, Alt Z exchange, Alt G go to, Alt O import, Alt D export, Alt M email, Alt P like this. We will define these. Now, in case if there is more than one line, you can observe here, you need not repeat the same. So here, if you can observe, yes, in the screen on the right hand side, you can view at the bottom, we have autofill option here where there are 2 lines beneath the alphabet. Then change mode we have where there are 2 lines beneath the alphabet. More details again 2 lines. So how can we define these things? It is control. Control F, Control H, Control I, Control L, Control T, Alt J, and if there are no lines only, like you have only the keys displayed. If you observe, we have F1, F2, F3, F4, F6, F7. So there are neither a single line nor there is a double line beneath the keys. So that way we can directly reckon, we can define the function keys. There is no alt or control. So it's only F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, F9, and F10. Okay. So this is how we define the function keys in chat.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I am still there in the previous page, name of the company and date of last entry. I was disconnected. Can you please tell me what to do after that?
We have not done anything with this chapter. Are you going to get on?
Ma'am, which tab should I click? I am still in that previous page where that name of the company and date of last entry, date, period, and all is written.
That's all. We have not done any other things. Okay, and the keys are being explained. You can just concentrate. So here in the horizontal, we have. I repeat it again. We have Alt K, Alt Y, Alt Z. If we have 2 lines beneath the alphabet, define them as Control K, Control Y. Okay. If we have no lines, then it is direct function key like F1, F2, F3. Yeah? So now we have created the company. Let's assume that the company's address has got changed. The company shifted from one location to another location, or in case there is no change in the address, let's say the contact numbers have changed. Some kind of updations, changes required to be made. Now, how can we update? Where we can update the changes, these details? How can we do that? Yes. Now, the first option you can observe, there is Alt K, right? The company option. Select that. Yes. Now here you have create, alter, change, select, shut company. Now here you will select the alter option. All of you have got the company alteration screen. I'll repeat it again. You have to press Alt K, the company tab, the company option here. In that you have create, alter, change, select. Select the alter option. Click on that. This is the company alteration screen. Now over here, you can make any change. You want to change the name of the company, you're free to do it. Any change you want to do, or change in the sense the alteration, what is required can be done. Okay. So here I would change the contact number. So I make a change of the contact number, the mobile number. Once I update the mobile number, my changes are done. So I have to save these changes. Please make the necessary change. You can select anything. You can select the PIN code, telephone, or the address, email, website. Right? So once you make a change, you can press enter, enter, enter. Keep pressing enter until you get the option of accept, yes or no. So once you get the option of accept, yes or no, you have to press enter. So whatever changes you would have made, it will get saved. So please press enter to accept the changes. Yes, so this is how I can alter the company's details. So we started with the company creation, then we went on to the alteration of the company. Hope all of you are able to alter the company's details. I hope it is done. This next we go for the next step is how to close the company, how to shut the company in Tally. How can we do it? Now here we will go back to the company menu or the company tab here at the top in the horizontal button bar, or you can also press Alt K. Over here you have an option as shut the company. So what is the function key for shutting the company? It is Control plus F3. Yes. So Control plus F3. So you can select shut company. Click on that. You get the list as shut company here, and Tally would ask you which company would you like to close or shut the company. So as of now, we have created only one company. We can select the same by pressing enter on that. Please press enter or click on that. Yes, we are back to the list of companies. Yes, so my company is appearing in the list of companies again, which means without closing or without quitting from Tally software, we can close the company. We are still in the Tally software. It is not like we are closing the Tally software and then the company gets automatically closed. That is there. But without quitting, without closing the Tally software, how can we shut or how can we close the company? This is the way, right? Now we have to select our company back. How can we do that? We are already in the select company option, right? If you observe here. Now, let's say you have given the name of the company, right? So here, you need not type the name of the company full. You can just type the first few alphabets. If you remember, I told you for Karnataka, I just typed the first three alphabets, right? In the same way, you can also type the first few alphabets of your company. Yes, I'm doing your Tally Prime. Yes. So this is how my company gets highlighted. Now, if you observe, against the name of the company, there is a number which is given. That's nothing but the company number. So against every company created, there is a number being assigned, right? So you can also give the number. We not give the name only. Number also can be given. For example, my company number is 10003. Right? So I can just type the company number here. Yes, my company gets highlighted. So anyhow, you can select the company either by typing the first few alphabets or you're giving the company number. So once you give the company a number or the alphabets, press enter. Yes, so our company is back. This is how we select the company. Okay. So we have learned how to create a company, how to alter the company, how to select the company, how to shut the company. And there is a final step which we have to take is how to delete the company. The company details which I don't want it to appear in the Tally software. Yes, I want to delete that particular company. How do I do it? Now, deletion of a company is different from the shutting down of the company. Now, shutting the company means you're closing the company for the day, and then the next day you're going to open the company and you're going to work on that. But if you go for deleting the company, you're deleting the company's details permanently. So once you delete the company, you have no chances, very less chances, or 100%, I can say 0.1%, you'll be able to get back the company. Whether you're a licensed user or a free user or whatever it is, there are very less chances of getting your company's details back once you delete your company, right? So make sure that before deleting, please think again that is it necessary to delete the company, right? So deleting means permanently, destroying the entity of the company. Now in Tally, how can we delete the company? We will press Alt K or select the company option here in the horizontal button bar. You have the option as alter. Yes, so select the alter option. You are in the company alteration screen. From the company alteration screen, you have to press Alt D. D for delete. Alt plus D. Once you press Alt D, you get a question. Do you want to delete? Suppose if I give yes by pressing enter, the next question Tally asks, are you sure? Because once you delete, you have no chances of getting your company's details back. So you don't press yes, please. Otherwise, you have to create a company again. It will be a practice. Of course, like you can create another company, but as of now, you can just type as no, N-O, or only N if you press. You can go back to the company alteration menu. So please type no, N-O. Yes. Yes, all of you are here. All of you are able to delete the company.
Yes, ma'am.
So this
No,
is,
ma'am.
you're not able to delete the company.
No, ma'am. It's not getting selected.
Company is not getting selected for alteration, for deletion, or what is the situation?
Getting selected.
Okay. Now, are you in the gateway of Tally screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In the horizontal button bar, there is an option called as Alt K, company option. Yes, can you observe that?
Yes, ma'am.
Click on that and select alter.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you're able to view the company alteration menu, company
Yes,
alteration
ma'am.
window. From
Yes,
here you press Alt D. You're getting this dialog box. Delete yes or no.
yes, ma'am.
Now press enter. It will ask, are you sure you want to delete it? So don't press enter. Your company gets deleted. I'm just showing you how to delete the company, right? Just now we have deleted the company. Let us not delete the company. So you can just press the escape key, or you can type it as no. Two options are there. You can press the escape key, or you can type as N or no. Okay. So we are back in the company alteration screen. Okay. So again, press the escape key. We are back in the gateway of Tally. I hope all of you are able to do the 5 steps: company creation, company alteration, Please mute yourself.
Ma'am, can you once tell me how to do shut down the company? I am in go-to option actually.
You're in the go-to option. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But no. So as of now, you need not go to the go-to option. So what doubt you're having as of now?
Ma'am, I'm not able to shut down the company. Not delete the company. I'm asking about the shutdown option.
Shutdown option. So you have that
Yes,
Alt
ma'am.
key company option, right? The first one.
Yes, ma'am.
Select that, and you have the option there, right? Control F3.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
select that. So you get the shut company list of companies option.
Yes, ma'am.
So press enter or select. The company gets closed. So you go back to the list of companies.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're able to shut the company now.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, to select back the company, either you can type the company number, which is displayed against the name of the company, or you can type the company name, first few alphabets. Anyhow, choice is yours. Okay, so I will leave that to you. So I'm just typing the company number of mine and press enter. You can select back the company. Are you able to do it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I got it. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So any other doubts you're having, please let me know in any
No,
stage.
ma'am.
Others? All of you have successfully got these steps?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So is it clear until here? Or any confusions are there? Because it's the first stage where you're taking in the Tally software. So you must have a clarity of whatever you have learned in the today's session. Right. Now here, I have told you that there is a functional key to change the current date and the current financial period. Yes. Now, we can make a click on that, or the current date and the current financial period, but there is a function key also for the same. Now, to change the current date, suppose if you are passing any entry, the upcoming sections, now how to change the date? The function key to change the current date is F2. F2. So at the top in your keyboard on your laptop, you can observe there is F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, and all that, right? So you can just press F2 there. Now, for some of your laptops, if you press F2, it will not directly, apply. For such students, right? Okay, you can press Fn. Fn is there. Fn and F2 together. Because for a few laptops, if you press F2, it will not be applicable. You can press Fn, F2. Or you can only press F2 for the others. So once you press F2, we can also change the current date. Okay. So press escape and come back to the gateway of that screen. Now, how to change the current period? If F2 we apply to change the current date, to change the current period also, there is a function key which is Alt F2. Alt F2. So if you press Alt F2, yes, you have the change period option. If I want to do the previous year's, statements, information also I can use by changing the financial period. That can also be done. Okay. For the others who are not able to get Alt F2, the same option, you have to press 3 keys together: Alt, Fn, and F2. So you must have 3 fingers, and if you press all 3 together, you're able to get this change period option. So press escape key and come back to the gateway of Tally screen. Yes. So in today's session, we have learned how to create company and do the necessary applications of creating, selecting, altering, shutting, and deleting the company. Also, we have discussed the different bars and panes, right? The right pane, the left pane, the display menu. We also have the product information. We also have one more pane, which is a calculator pane. Now, we may have calculators, mobile phones, yes, but Tally software also has an inbuilt calculator pane where it will allow you to make whatever calculations you would like to do when you're passing the entries. So that I will teach you when we start passing the vouchers. Right? So as of now, it would not be of that use. So once we start with the vouchers, we will also use the calculator pane. So any doubts you're having, any queries, you can ask. Anything you want me to reply to answer, you're free to do so. We have the last 2 minutes to end the session. So the ones who have not able to download or install the Tally Prime software, please have a check on the configuration. Yes, and please make sure your laptops are ready for the next session where you have downloaded the software. Yes, the ones who are not able to download the software for the today's session, make sure you have downloaded and you have created your company and be ready for the next session. So hope you are done till there so that it becomes easier, right, to move on with the next concepts in time. So please be ready with your laptops. There will be no session tomorrow, no class tomorrow. So we'll be meeting on for the next session. So there'll be no class tomorrow. Any other question? So I hope the session was useful for you today. So please, you can create another company and you can practice whatever has been done so far. So hope you have had a nice session. Take care. Have a good day. We'll meet up in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.